First wheels were made of solid wood or stone. They were simple but incredibly effective. They were pretty basic, but they did the job. These early wheels were a game changer for everyone. People used them to make carts and chariots, which could carry goods and people much faster than before. This meant they could transport more items over longer distances. With the invention of the wheel, everything started to roll. It was like a revolution in transportation. People could travel further, trade more goods, and explore new places. The world suddenly became a lot bigger and more connected. It was a turning point in history, all thanks to a simple round shape. The wheel truly set things in motion, paving the way for future innovations. Wheels were great, but wouldn't it be even better if you didn't have to push them yourself? Of course it would. That's where our animal friends came in. Horses, oxen, and even dogs were trained to pull carts and carriages. This made traveling much faster and more comfortable, especially over long distances. People started using animal-drawn carriages for everything from transporting goods to going on leisurely rides. They even had fancy carriages for special occasions like weddings and parades. Animal-powered transportation ruled the roads for centuries. It was a horse-drawn world, and life moved at a slower, more leisurely pace. For centuries, people relied on animals and their own 2 feet to get around. Horses, donkeys, and even camels were essential for travel and transport. Walking was the most common way to move from place to place, whether for work, trade, or exploration. But then came a groundbreaking invention that would change everything: the steam engine. This revolutionary machine harnessed the power of steam to perform tasks that were previously unimaginable. Clever inventors discovered that they could use the power of steam to make machines move. They experimented tirelessly, refining their designs and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. This led to the creation of the first steam-powered vehicles like trains and steamboats. These innovations transformed the way people traveled and transported goods. These early steam-powered contraptions were noisy and smoky, but they were also incredibly powerful. They could move heavy loads and travel long distances much faster than traditional methods. Trains could transport goods and passengers much faster than any horse-drawn carriage, revolutionizing commerce and communication. And steamboats opened up new possibilities for travel and trade across rivers and seas, connecting distant lands and fostering economic growth. The invention of the steam engine marked the beginning of a new era of transportation. It was a time of rapid change and progress. It was a time of great innovation as inventors and engineers raced to create bigger, faster, and more efficient steam-powered vehicles. Their efforts laid the foundation for the modern transportation systems we rely on today. Section 4. The automobile, a real gas. As much fun as steam engines were, they weren't exactly practical for everyday use. These massive machines were more suited for industrial purposes and long-distance travel. They were big, heavy, and took a long time to get going. Not to mention they required a lot of maintenance and a constant supply of water and coal. That's when a new invention rolled onto the scene: the automobile. This groundbreaking creation changed everything. Unlike steam engines, automobiles were powered by internal combustion engines, which used gasoline or diesel fuel. This made them much more practical for everyday use. These engines were smaller, lighter, and much more efficient. They could start quickly and didn't require the same level of upkeep as steam engines. The first automobiles were quite primitive, but they quickly evolved. Early models were basic and often unreliable, but they laid the foundation for future advancements. Inventors and engineers worked tirelessly to improve their design, performance, and reliability. They experimented with different materials and technologies to make cars better. Cars became faster, more comfortable, and easier to drive. Innovations like electric starters, better brakes, and smoother suspensions made driving more enjoyable. The automobile revolutionized personal transportation. It allowed people to travel greater distances with ease and convenience. People were no longer limited to traveling by foot, animal, or train. The automobile opened up new possibilities for exploration and adventure. They had the freedom to go wherever they wanted, whenever they wanted. The automobile truly transformed the way we live and move. Section 5. The road ahead, Electric Avenue and beyond. From those early wooden wheels to the sleek automobiles of today, vehicles have come a long way, but the journey doesn't stop there. Oh no, there are even more exciting developments on the horizon. Today we have cars that run on electricity, which is much cleaner and more efficient than gasoline. We also have self-driving cars that use sensors and computers to navigate roads without any human input. Imagine that. The future of transportation is full of possibilities. Who knows what incredible vehicles we'll be driving in the years to come? Flying cars, teleportation pods? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be an exciting ride.